Welcome back to Let's Design Factorio, where we're going to make a red chip, no, rather, where we're going to make a green chip outpost. And for green chips, you have a little bit different requirements. It's just iron plates and copper cable. Let's find out how much of each we really need. Well, I mean, I kind of know the answer to that, but not with the modules. I don't. We'll stick some productivity in here, and then measure it. 3.72 to 6, or rather 223 to 360. So it's not. This is not even enough. This is not enough to handle that. So let's copy this, and that's a little off. These are slower, but not. These don't slow it down as much as these do, apparently. Productivity, speed, crafting speed, minus 40%. Where over here we have a minus 20%. Ooh. Well, let's put a speed module in there. And maybe in here. That's not going to work. 800 to 720, that's pretty close. All right. So we'll put 1 speed and 11 productivity in this. I'm not even using beacons. Oh man, I see. The thing is, all of this, it's like, this is one of the reasons why I don't like beacons. They screw up your designs like this, right? So where am I supposed to fit beacons in this, honestly? I mean, I could, but isn't it easier to just put more machines on it? Because the beacons are going to make it more expensive in terms of energy anyways. But, you know, I asked around and I said, well, when do you need to start spamming beacons on everything? And the answer was when you make a mega base and when your UPS, like the game itself, is struggling to keep up. You know, your computer's struggling to keep up with the simulation. So you put beacons on it because they make fewer machines, right? So I'm not going to worry about beacons right now anyway. And the classic design for this seems to still be applicable, weirdly. And that's this. This is my old classic design, but I'm not even sure. I mean, there might be a better way to do this. There might be. Feeding these directly in does seem smart rather than belting them. Maybe, but then I have to mess around with bringing iron into the into this part. Yeah, you know, let's give it a fresh take. Let's give it a fresh take. All by itself, this is creating way more. Like, I think we're going to have a problem because, see, over here, I was able to supply the number of red chips that I can make for the copper. The number of red chips that I can make for the copper is pretty high. It's like 50%, or maybe even more than 50%. Whereas over here, you know, I'm actually using quite a lot more copper. Well, hang on. Yeah, per green chip. Hang on. Well, per red chip, I'm using more copper over here. Well, but I need a higher quantity of green chips. That's the thing, right? The quantity of green chips that I need. And these build very slowly. You know, like you get 10 per minute. Whereas over here, you get 120 per minute, which is 12 times faster. So what ends up happening is, you know, you want just bazillions of green chips. That's the only way that you can handle this. So that might actually call for a situation that's more like all four, like a full-on 4-belt red chip. So we have to figure out how to make use of 4 belts of copper plates. So copper plates, a red belt is 30 per second, right? 30 per second. Let's copy this a little bit and say, well, what can we get from this? What can we get from this? 27 per second, 13 per second. I can't believe I'm going to do this, but I'm going to belt the copper wire, and we're just going to go full productivity because we want to stretch the copper as far out as we can. Here we go. This is perfect, right? So it's 29.76 per second, which is a full a full red belt. Question is, how much copper does it need? And it needs 12. Oh wow! So it's because of productivity. It only uses 12 per second, which is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's think about how the iron will be impacted if there's four red belts of iron. Well, question is, can I bring in 4 iron plates per second from? I think I can. From just a red inserter? When we find out. Oh boy. All right. Well, the red inserters don't seem to be too stressed. I think it'll be fine. Well, there it is, 30 per second for 5. And how much was this again? This was 29.76, which is darn near 30. So 8 of these can supply 5 of these. That's the final number. And the iron isn't even close. It's just 10. It's a third. And, well, 10 and then 12. So 12 copper plates, 10 iron plates. So, yeah, it's not too far off. Okay, so this construct here is very interesting. It uses 24 copper and 20 iron per second. And I could make 4 of these. So the copper actually, well, the iron, well, the problem, no, I can't do it this way. I forgot the inputs. hang on a minute. This is interesting. So the copper plates come in here, go through here, and then go down here, and then go through here, and then back up. Now look at that. That's very interesting. And then over here we have just an underground to handle the output. So now we just have a single line of copper and a single line of iron coming in here this way. So these aren't filled, these aren't saturated. These aren't saturated, but it is limited. The whole system's limited by basically this belt here. You know, I could put a blue belt here. I could put a blue belt here and we can what's the throughput of the blue belt? Because I haven't even been using blue belts in my builds. It's 45. Well. So let's do some experimenting with a copy of this and see if we can increase it somewhat. Hang on. 45 per second. 45 per second. Oh dear. Oh yeah. That's right. So this is 30. So I should be able to do 90. If I have 2 blue belts, that's 90 per second. Right? Let's see how close we get to that 90 per second. There's 84. 96. There's 90 per second right there. I got it. 90 even. Well, can I do something cool with this? How's this for weird? So the last one, the odd one out, is going to actually output to both sides of the same belt. And the way it's going to do that is it's going to take half of its input from both sides of this. And then, yeah, that's actually quite cool. That's cool. I was hoping to do something cool, and this is cool. Now, if I measure it, you can see that it is precisely 90, and that's the hard limit for copper wire. The question is, can I give it 45 per second on both sides of this thing? See, this gives not that much. So let's copy that one more time here. And now we're doing almost 45. So that's good. Wow. Well, look at that. Look at that. All right, let's measure it. So it's now oh no. Oh no. It requires 36 copper per minute, and I can't provide that on that belt. But dang it. I was hoping it would stay under 30 or at 30 at least. All right, let's think this through. All right, here's my solution. My solution for now is going to be to use blue belts for part of that copper line. Because this many is 27. So the copper belt, or the red belt from here on forward can be sufficient. But I will put a blue belt here, and I will also put a blue belt here and here. And then we have to measure, like, how many copper wire are we using? We're using 90, right? But if we're only measuring this part, we're using 66. And then if we measure just this part, it's 54. So what we need to do is need to bring the blue belt up to here. And after this point, it doesn't have to be blue anymore. Cool. Yeah, well, okay. How much iron are we using? We're using 30 per second of iron. Now that's nice. At least we got that rounded up. This is going to be a badass green chip facility, I'm telling you. Very badass. Now we're gonna let's see. Is it could be any tighter? It looks like it's about as tight as it's going to get, I think. I can move these down one. There we go. And we want 4 of these. Is that right? Well, hang on. Let's flip this and then flip it again. And now we've got 2 iron. We got the iron here and the copper here together, all together. And I just have to figure out how to get the, well, you know what? The undergrounds for blue go further. I wonder if I can, here we go. Yeah, check that out. It works. Oh, that's nice. That's quite nice. Quite nice. Are you serious? So 30 green chips per second. That's a full red belt. Wow. All right. This is super ambitious, but let's see what happens. I just realized something. This is actually quite mad. 30. That's 4 red belts of green chips coming out. Fully saturated. Not 2, 4. This is quite insane. I would be very impressed if this works in the game. Oh no, I did this wrong. It looks cool as hell, but I did this wrong. No, I did it right. I did it right. Never mind. Or did I? No, I didn't. Yeah. Yeah, it's right. It's got to be. Because it's 30 and 36, right? So, no, that's correct. That's correct. Whew. Had me worried. Yeah, these aren't supply lines. This is the copper wire. Oh, this is bizarre. It's such a bizarre build. Isn't this bizarre? I mean, look at it. It's so. What do we got here? We got copper ore, no, copper plate unload, and this is going to be iron plate unload, right? Now we need a loader, That's going to be down here, and this is going to be called green chip load. Enable train movement. We'll have ourselves a green wire that comes in and tells us when we can call a train. Now it's 200 per stack, and there's 40 stacks in a car, which is 8,000. There's 2 cars, so it's 16,000. So that means that when this is up to greater than or equal to 16K, then call a train. And I'll have to put a smart loader or a smart loader in here just for 2 cars, which well, it's going to be something like, we'll put those here, and then we'll put the boxes here, and then we'll put the green. That's going to be also a decider, an arithmetic combinator, because we're going to have to do the smart loading. We'll put these here like so, and then oh, I got it. And this one, this is going to be a little strange, but it's, oh, right. Oh my. Because I've got 4. Am I going to have to supply, I am. This is going to have to be a 4-car train. I thought it would be a 2-car train, but it's not. It's a 4-car train. Yeah. Yeah, like this. Now, the underground belts. Yeah? Boy, is this badass. This is a badass green ship outpost. It really is. It took me an hour, almost an hour to design it. But it's cool, I like it. And if it works, I mean, if it doesn't work, I'm going to hate it. But it seems like it should work. I just have to hook these up with wires for the smart loading. And, like I can do most of it. I know it's these guys. Again. I can't remember exactly what the other part of it is. It's, I think there's a green wire that connects all of these. Something like that. There's red wires between every box and every inserter, and then there's green wires that connect all of these, I think. And then green wires that connect all of these. I'll fix it in game because I can't quite remember offhand. I don't think I have a copy of Madzuri's smart loader here. I can check. Oh, here it is. Madzuri's loader. All right, let's make a copy of this, and we'll bring it into the. Yeah, so what it is, it has green wires between every inserter and between every box, and red wires that link the inserters with the corresponding boxes. And then the magic happens in the arithmetic combinator, and the output, well, the input is connected to the boxes and the output is connected to the inserters. So let's do that. And then the math is each divided by negative and the number of boxes output each. So minus 24, right? Because there's 24 boxes. Dang it, that should work. That should work. And this is insane. I just have to say again, this is an insane outpost, and it's just gorgeous. If it works, it's going to be so cool. Just so very, very cool. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to grab the quality. I forgot to grab the quality ones off. Here, let's do that right now. That's gonna be tricky. I could put them here. Yeah, they changed this interface too. In the game, after I update, it doesn't look like this. It has a different UI. It's not a drop-down box. Okay, so you can see that I've got a couple of filters to grab these because they're more common. The uncommon ones are more common than the rare ones. That's funny. And then we'll also put those, I guess. Well, you know what? There's a better way to do this. Here, let's put it here, and then we'll cut these and put it here. Yep, that's how we should do it. So now there's a wow. I'm going to put a roboport in as well because I want there to be. Man, it doesn't reach. I like symmetry, right? So we're going to try and keep this symmetrical. And then what we'll do is we will put a requester chest that will grab. See, how I have to figure out how am I going to come and visit this place? How am I going to come and visit? There might have to be. No, I'm not going to worry about that now. We'll just put the requester chest can go here, and this is going to request green chips of. Oh, can you do that? Green chips quality greater than normal. I think that'll work. Hopefully. Right, so let's save this. I'm not even sure. Yeah, let's save this. We'll call it green chips. And it is significantly more intense than the red chip one, but wow, look at this. It was 240 quality module 2s. That's going to take a while to come up with. It's not going to happen all at once. I'm just going to have to put these modules in over the course of time. Still, it's going to be really cool. And I'm very excited to get this going in the game. So that's this one. I'm gonna end it here, and then I'm gonna throw together a quick plastic build. I don't know how complex that's going to be. Hopefully not very, but that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.